The Galapagos NV stock currently holds an RSI 14 at 24 and is oversold on RSI 14. The stock being oversold is no guarantee for instant reaction up, as some stocks may be oversold for a long time. It is important to review the previous RSI history to get an indication of the RSI sensitiveness. Red day on Thursday for Galapagos NV, updated on December 31, 2020. Sell candidate since December 16, 2020 gain 2.02%. The Galapagos NV stock price fell by -0.84% on the last day, Thursday, December 31, 2020, from $99.82 to $98.98. During the day the stock fluctuated 1.64% from a day low at $97.80 to a day high of $99.40. The price has been going up and down for this period, and there has been a 2.02% gain for the last 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day along with the stock, which is actually a good sign as volume should follow the stock. On the last day, the trading volume fell by -5,000 shares, and in total, 105,000 shares were bought and sold for approximately $10.36 million. The stock lies in the middle of a wide and falling trend in the short term, and further fall within the trend is signaled. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to fall -25.67% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $68.69 and $84.64 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Monday, December 21, 2020, and so far it has risen 2.20%. Further rise is indicated until a new top pivot has been found. Some negative signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. The Galapagos NV stock holds sell signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a more negative forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general sell signal from the relation between the two signals where the long-term average is above the short-term average. On corrections up, there will be some resistance from the lines at $98.98 and $115.01. A breakup above any of these levels will issue buy signals. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Volume fell together with the price during the last trading day, and this reduces the overall risk as volume should follow the price movements. Support, risk and stop loss. Galapagos NV finds support from accumulated volume at $97.02, and this level may hold a buying opportunity as an upwards reaction can be expected when the support is being tested. This stock may move much during a day, volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, the stock is considered to be high risk. During the last day, the stock moved $1.60 between high and low, or 1.64%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 1.66%. Galapagos NV is oversold on RSI 14/24. Some stocks may drop long and hard while being oversold on RSI before turning, which increases the general risk. Our recommended stop loss: we hold a negative evaluation for this stock. No stop loss is set. Is Galapagos NV stock a buy? Galapagos NV holds several negative signals and is within a wide and falling trend, so we believe it will still perform weakly in the next couple of days or weeks. We therefore hold a negative evaluation of this stock. Current score, -2.907. Predicted opening price for Galapagos NV of Monday, January 4, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 4, on December 17, 2020. Maxim Group gave rating for GLPG. The price target was set to $140, $170. Over the last 30 days, this security got 1 buy, 1 sell, and 0 hold ratings. Business description: Galapagos NV is a biotechnology company, which engages in the identification and development of small molecule and antibody therapies. It operates through the research and development and fee-for-services segment. Stock graph, 3 months, industry graph, 3 months, VectorVest summary. GLPG is overvalued compared to its price of $98.98 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a sell. Recommendation: REC. Sell. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value: current price, $98.98. Current value, $42.15. GLPG has a current value of $42.15 per share, compared to a price of $98.98 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV, poor RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. GLPG has an RV of 0.50, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS, poor RS is an indicator of risk. GLPG has an RS of 0.83, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility, and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT, poor RT analyzes a stock's price trend. GLPG has a relative timing of 0.51, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter, and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST, poor VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. GLPG has a VST rating of 0.63, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $104.59. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. GLPG has a stop of $104.59 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI, Comfort Index, very poor. CI is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. GLPG has a CI rating of 0.42, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. CI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, Earnings Growth Rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. GLPG has a forecasted earnings growth rate of -9.00%, which VectorVest considers to be very poor. EPS, Earnings Per Share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. GLPG has a forecasted EPS of $5.65 per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. P/E, price to earnings ratio. P/E shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. GLPG has a P/E of -17.52. The average P/E of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is -120.24. EY, earnings yield. EY reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. GLPG has an EY of -5.71%. This is above the current average of -0.83% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to P/E ratio. GLPG has a GPE rating of -0.51. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. DIV, dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in DIV. GLPG does not pay a dividend. DY, dividend yield. DY reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. GLPG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DY equals 100x, DIV/price. It is useful to compare DY with EY. If DY is not significantly lower than EY, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. GLPG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and EY levels that are much higher than DYDG. Dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. GLPG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DY, DS, and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. GLPG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. Average vol. Average vol is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. GLPG has an average vol of 255,418 shares traded per day. Percent vol. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the average vol. Percent vol equals volume, average vol, /average vol, *100. GLPG had a percent vol of -59.04% on Thursday, December 31, 2020. PRC, GLPG price changed -0.84% from the prior day's closing price. Sales, GLPG has annual sales of 508 million. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. GLPG has a sales growth of -78.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SBS. GLPG has annual sales of $7.77 per share. Price to sales ratio, P/S. GLPG has a P/S of 12.74. Shares, GLPG has 65 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization, GLPG has a market capitalization of $6,474 million. Business sector, GLPG has been assigned to the drug business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group, GLPG has been assigned to the drug, biomedical/genetic, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.